Today on Airborne, is the Hawker Beechcraft Chinese deal the real deal? Boeing and Airbus enjoy a successful Farnborough, and Airventure readies a salute to greatness. I'm Ashley Hale. Welcome to Airborne on Aero TV. Monday's announcement that Hawker Beechcraft entered into an agreement with Superior Aviation Beijing for the purchase of the Wichita planemaker may have been what's known in the business world as a, quote, stalking horse, according to some analysts. A stalking horse bid is one that's intended to, quote, test the waters, and it assures that the actual sale price of a company is not too low. It's often used in bankruptcy proceedings. Bloomberg News reports that both Textron and Embraer have previously expressed an interest in Hawker Beechcraft. Textron would be interested in Hawker primarily for its propeller-driven aircraft and military division, according to Textron CEO Scott Donnelly. The deal with Superior Aviation does not include Hawker's military airplanes. Part of Textron's interest in the company is that a sale of Hawker to the Chinese would deal a potentially major blow to Cessna sales in China. Embraer CEO Frederico Corrado had said the Brazilian company would be seriously looking at the company as a way to bolster its bizjet business. Meanwhile, our good friend and aviation consultant Dave Franson told Wichita television station WKCH that the sale to Superior Aviation was an attempt by HBC to minimize the impact the company's bankruptcy would have on both its products and people. The clock is now running on a 45-day wind down in which the two parties have an opportunity to iron out any differences and close the deal. There was big news for Boeing Thursday as Farnborough drew to a close. The Seattle-based planemaker announced that United Airlines has placed orders for 150 new 737 airplanes, including 100 of the new 737 MAX 9s. As expected, Boeing opened the week-long International Air Show, reporting orders from Air Lease Corporation for a total of 75 737 MAX 8 and 9 aircraft, with an option for 25 more. That news was followed by GE Capital Aviation Services placing its own order for 75 737 MAX 8s and 25 next-generation 737-800s. Then came a commitment from Avalon to purchase 10 737 MAX 8s, 5 737 MAX 9s, and 10 next-gen 737-800s. Together, these deals set the 737 family order book soaring past the 10,000 mark. Airbus, meanwhile, made a significant breakthrough with news that Israeli airline signed a purchase agreement for 4 A321neos. The order makes the airline a new Airbus customer and marked it as the first Israeli airline to order from the A320 family. Prior to this, Boeing had a lock on the Israeli passenger jet business. Airbus followed that news with an order from China Aircraft Leasing Company for 36 aircraft from the current A320 generation, including 8 A321s. Well, there's another big air show just on the horizon. Maybe you've heard of it, EAA Airventure in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Well, this year they plan to honor two great veteran groups, namely the Doolittle Raiders and the Tuskegee Airmen, in a salute to the greatest generation in the air. Highlights of the salute will include the appearance of Doolittle Raiders Dick Cole and David Thatcher, two of the remaining 5 surviving Raiders who in 1942 flew a surprise bombing attack on Japan. The appearance of up to 10 members of the Tuskegee Airmen, the African-American fighter pilot group that overcame discrimination to post a superior flying record in Europe. A special screening of the movie Red Tails, introduced by George Lucas himself, the film's director. Special Warbird Air Show extravaganzas, including the Tora 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 tribute to Pearl Harbor survivors. And more, of course. ANN's entire staff will be performing its own World War II style blitzkrieg, bringing you non-stop daily coverage of all the happenings at Oshkosh. You're watching Airborne, more in a moment.
Redbird Skyport is a multifaceted aviation laboratory charged with developing innovative solutions to the issues facing the industry.
It started out as a vision for a laboratory where we could objectively measure the systems and the processes that we were developing. Being able to put some objective measures behind the anecdotal evidence that we have about the value of motion and the application of this technology is very, very important, because until we can objectively measure it and play that data back, we can't design training systems that make the best use of it.
For more information about Redbird flight simulations, as well as Redbird's new Skyport, visit www.redbirdflightsimulations.com or www.redbirdskyport.com.
Welcome back. If you'd like to suggest a story for Airborne, Aero TV, our website, or podcast, you can always drop us an email to news-by@aero-news.net. Garmin officials have a new glow about them this week. Glow is a portable wireless GPS receiver and the first to also offer reception of Russia's GLONASS satellite network. When using both GPS and GLONASS satellites, the time it takes for the receiver to lock in to a position is approximately 20% faster than using GPS alone. Furthermore, when using both GPS and GLONASS, the receiver has access to 24 more satellites. This is particularly helpful for users in challenging environments, such as deep canyons or urban environments, where a large portion of the sky is blocked by solid objects. For pilots, an exclusive Glow for Aviation package is available, which comes with a mount, power cable, and a free 6-month trial of Garmin Pilot, Garmin's aviation navigation app for Apple and Android mobile devices, available in the App Store and Google Play. Glow wirelessly connects to Apple and Android devices via Bluetooth. Glow is expected to be available in August at a suggested retail price of $99. Glow for Aviation is available immediately at a suggested retail price of $129. In the latest release of the Airventure Pilot's iFly GPS software, users will find new features like terrain obstructions and active alerting systems, vertical flight planning, and numerous other enhancements. iFly GPS units are shipping from Airventure Pilot preloaded with these new features, and current iFly GPS owners may now update to the version 7 software. Airventure Pilot also released a new application for Windows called iFlight Connect, which allows iFly GPS owners an even simpler and faster way of updating their GPS with the latest software and data. The new generation of AgustaWestland helicopters made its first ever public appearance at the Farnborough International Airshow this week. The family, comprising the AW-139 Intermediate Twin, together with the first prototypes of the AW-169 Light Intermediate and the AW-189 8-ton class, performed in the flying display on the first 3 days of the show. AgustaWestland is the first rotorcraft manufacturer to introduce a family of new generation helicopters. The AW-169, AW-139, and AW-189 offer the market a family of products spanning the 4 to 8-ton weight classes, showing a common design approach and cockpit, complying with the latest safety and certification standards, and with maintenance and training commonalities. The family concept is providing new cost-saving opportunities for helicopter fleet operations. With our new twice-weekly format, we've selected Friday as the day when we share with you Jim Campbell's always evocative commentary called Barnstorming. Today, Jim talks about being real and building a new future.
Thanks, Ashley, and hi, folks. Well, believe it or not, while you folks are looking for Oshkosh 2 weeks hence, in about 24 hours, I leave. We've got to get our gear up there. We've got to get a mobile office in place a week ahead of time because the thing is almost 1,000 square feet, and if we don't get it in soon, everything builds up around it. We can't get in, and can't get it installed and start getting ready to cover Oshkosh the way it deserves to be. It is the greatest air show on and over Earth, and we're intending to give you the greatest coverage possible. All that being the case, let me leave you with some thoughts here. This is going to be the most political Oshkosh ever. We've talked about that in the last couple of barnstormings and over the last couple of months. However, one of the things that just keeps getting ignored is the fact that the industry really is in big trouble and nobody wants to talk about it. You cannot fix something without first saying it's broken. You cannot repair something without diagnosing the cause. You cannot rally the troops and get the support you need to create innovation, to create transformation, to create revolution until you admit that you need to change something to begin with. In other words, if it's not working, it is time to fix it. The aviation industry seems to be vested right now in telling everybody that it's going to get better and we don't have to do much. And the fact of the matter is, if that's the case, one of three things is happening with the people telling us this. One, they don't know. Two, they don't want you to know. Or three, they don't care. Fact, aviation is broken. It's been a marvelous run, but for over a decade, the aviation industry has been in a decline with bright spots here and there, but it's broken, it's got a problem, and the smartest thing that we could do is throw it out. I'm not talking about trashing it, but throw out what we did and start over with something new that meets the potential of the future. If we're honest, we can be revolutionary. If we look at things critically, we can be transformational. And if we are honest with each other, and if our leadership is honest with us, we can transform aviation and make it new again. Imagine a new and revolutionary aviation industry where we can work and play in the sky the way we really want to, and without limit, and more important, with nothing but promise for the future. Think about that. Demand the truth, and keep your eyes in the skies. For the moment, I'm getting ready to pack up here, so I'll see you the next time for Barnstorming from our Oshkosh facility. I'm Jim Campbell for the Aero-News Network, for Airborne, and for Aero TV. We'll catch you later. Now go fly something.
To wrap up today's Airborne, we're going to make a quick visit back to Farnborough, where this story confirms that it's not all business and boardroom discussions. Rolls-Royce unveiled the world's first jet engine to be made entirely of Lego building blocks at the opening of Farnborough International Air Show. The engine, which is one of the most complex Lego structures ever built, is a half-size replica of the Rolls-Royce's Trent 1000, which powers the Boeing 787 Dreamliner aircraft. The one-of-a-kind Lego structure shows the complex inner workings of a jet engine, and it took 4 people 8 weeks to complete. The engine weighs 307 kilograms, is over 2 meters long, and 1.5 meters wide. Over 160 separate engine components were built and joined together in order to replicate a real jet engine. A team of graduates and apprentices from Rolls-Royce used their knowledge of the Trent 1000 engine to work with the company Bright Bricks, who are experts in Lego blocks, to produce the immensely complex structure. Fortunately, there are no plans for the engine to get airborne, lest it give a whole new meaning to the term flies like a brick. Don't forget, we'll be bringing you live coverage of Oshkosh again this year with daily airborne programs Monday through Friday, July 23rd through the 27th at 8 p.m. Central Time. We hope you'll join us, and please remember, Airborne is now seen twice weekly, Tuesdays and Fridays, here on Aero TV. I'm Ashley Hale, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.